Hello everyone, it is the 1st of May today, and I'm here for a quick update. Stitching in April has been hampered a bit, as you can tell, possibly. My voice is really rough. I got COVID. I probably still have the very tail end of it, hence the voice. It's not pleasant, and of course it has hampered some of my sewing time, but we'll try and get through this, and I'll try and get through this without coughing or any of the other unpleasantries that go with this. I'm not going in any particular order, just the way that I've kind of propped everything on a stand to show you. But I am starting with a new start. Now, in my defence, I was left unsupervised for 5 days. So it's going to happen, isn't it? You're left on your own, what happens? A new start. This isn't the new start that I was planning to have. It's not the project that I was going to pick to replace Unicorn when Unicorn's finished. I don't know if this one's going to take the place of Unicorn when Unicorn's finished, because the other chart that I had earmarked for that, well, I still want to do that one. I don't know when I'm going to work on this. Maybe it's good to have it as an unsupervised sewing project. Probably would help you if I told you what it is, wouldn't it? This is QS Yexian Festival Night, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and the artwork is by Stephanie P. Munlaw. I've been wanting to stitch one of her pieces for years, and I've just never got round to starting one. So I started it, and it's only a quick stitch, so I think it's 9 pages, 12 pages. It's not massive. I'm stitching it on 20 count easy count, and I'm using 2 strands of thread, which is odd because it is a watercolour piece, but I like it. I like the way the colours are coming. I like the little orb there that I stitched. It's nice, fairly straightforward. There's going to be big blocks of this green and big blocks of white over on this page, which is why I decided to just work on page 1. And yeah, I made a start. I'll pick it up here and there. I only stitched on it for 5 days, and I got 1,941 stitches on it. I was just stitching it in the morning. The reason was I would have done Trick or Treat, but Trick or Treat is, all the stuff for that is upstairs, including the project, the stand, the frame. And because I was on my own, we had deliveries coming, didn't we? So I had to be downstairs stitching, waiting for deliveries. So I could have got more stitches in on Trick or Treat, which I was working on at the time, or New Start 1. But yeah, it's a small start, it's a nice start. I love those blues, and we'll see when it comes out again. That'll be a surprise for all of us. So, next is A Stitch in Time, artwork by Amy Stewart, again charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is 28 count Monaco, and I'm stitching it with strand full cross. And this one really got hit for time. Obviously there was those days when I was doing the other project instead. But then, like a couple of days after I started that was when I came down with COVID. So I just felt too tired to do anything. I just wanted to sit downstairs and feel really sorry for myself because I felt really poorly. So yeah, that's what I did. But before that, I had got this page finished, which I think is page 12. other project, but I'm much further through than that. So I finished this page, and then I've gone on to this page, decided to make a start on the curtains, finished off the jar of confetti. It's meant to be spools of silk, but I think it felt like stitching an alt jar. Ew, so many colour changes. And then I've stitched on it. I have stitched on it recently in the last few days. Kind of back working, so having some lunch times on it, and yesterday morning. So I have finished off the spring section that is on this page. The shelf is obviously there, so it was doing the fan and those flowers, which wasn't as bad as the other little flowers, but I will be glad when all the pink flowers are done. And so this is like the end of that page. So when I come back to this one in June, I'm going to be working on, well, get that shelf done and then make a start on the vignette, which is down here. So it's got the curtains going across, and I think we just get the very tops of the heads of the two ladies. But it's coming along. I think I needed about 18 days on this. I'd normally do more than that if it's like lunchtimes and weekends. I did manage to get 4,301 stitches done on it this month, which is more than the last time I worked on it, which I was aiming for. I would have liked to have done more though, but obviously circumstances meant that I couldn't, and I'll try again next time it comes out. I'm actually starting to enjoy it again. So we'll see. I'm spending more time on it, but very short amounts of time, so just an hour during the weekdays and then a couple of hours in the morning at the weekends. It all adds up. Every little stitch adds to getting towards the end, doesn't it? So I think I'm about 45% on this one now. I think so. It'll be good to keep an eye on how that goes. And next, so this is the one that I've been spending most of my time on. This is Nightmare from Kit by Gecko Rouge. The artwork is Medusa Dollmaker, the same artist that did Gamer, so very similar style. You've got the background. Where was I? I'd finished the row of pages last time I worked on it, and this was one of the ones that I was working on at the weekend mornings, and I've decided to kind of switch it out with a stitch in time for a spot on the regular rotation, the other rotation. Well, this month I just worked on it from the 22nd of April, and just in spite of everything, in spite of some days, a couple of days I did hardly any stitching at all, but I have managed to finish off page 11. Well, actually do page 11 because I hadn't really started it, and then I've made a start on page 12. I have stitched on this 9 days? Yeah, 9 days. And I did 5,511 stitches. So really, I'm so happy with how much I've managed to get done on this. This is Mummy's Boy, and we've got flowers in Sally's hair. Got some more flowers done, and yeah, made a start on Sally. Obviously, all her makeup that she's wearing, We're just getting to her eyes here. Thankfully, her face is a lot smaller than Jack's, so not so much space for decoration. But I think she's wearing quite a bit of makeup. And I'm hoping that will be easier than Jack, because that was complex stuff. I don't think Sally is quite as bad. It's not such a big surface area. And then we'll have hair. Medusa dollmaker hair is so nice to stitch. Just speaking from the experience of Gamer, I really enjoyed stitching her hair. So I'm hoping this is the same from Sally. This is Sally's finger. So we'll get a bit more in. I think make a start on her top. And so this month was like the end of the month project, but I'm thinking that once Unicorn is finished, this one will be on the 3-week rotation, and hopefully I'll be able to get it done fairly quickly. Is it this one I'm at 45%? One of my projects I'm in the 40s on stitching time in this one. Don't ask me to remember it, it's too hard. I think the centre point's over here somewhere, so I'm nearly halfway. I got loads of it stitched last year, so another good year would see me. I've got this row of pages, another full row of pages, and then a row that's mostly this background. So I'm hoping that it won't take too long to finish, because I really like it and I want to get it framed. So yeah, Nightmare, Gecko Rouge, and then finally, this is what I started the month with. So 21 days stitching Trick or Treat, artwork by Randall Spangler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's been Heaven and Earth Designs month this month. Right, where was we? I think we were on this page here. I've actually finished 2 pages. So I finished the page that was around that I had to finish off this bit. And then next page, more roof. You can see there are so many colour changes in the roof. I really love this window. This window, I think there's someone in there. Maybe they're getting their cross stitch ready. Would that be a good space for a cross stitch room? Nice little turret up in your own. Lots of windows, you'd get good light. Obviously not in the dark. Well, it looks like it's got good lighting, so could be a possibility. Although you wouldn't want to be stitching on something downstairs and then need something from upstairs, would you? You'd be getting really fit running up and downstairs all the time. But yeah, so roof, tree branches. This really is a tale of tree branches. Tree branches, tree branches. These windows are fun to stitch. So yeah, I finished this page. I think that was page 20, and this is page 21. And then I made a start on a very small start on the next page. I was beginning to not feel quite so well at this point, so I got done what I could get done, and then I decided to just go and feel sorry for myself. So that's it. That is what I stitched. I did one of my whip goes, but I didn't finish it, so I haven't got it out, and to be honest, I didn't do the other one. There wasn't time. And tired. It's just so tired. When I get up in the morning, I'm exhausted. I just need to go for a nap. It's really bad. hopefully on the mend, hopefully getting there now. So, I didn't tell you how much I got done, did I? I did 10,346 stitches on Trick or Treat this month, and now I've got some light coming in. You see all the nice dapple bits of light? That's for my room, that's not the sewing. So I stitched on it for 21 days. Even though I haven't been well, I haven't missed a day of stitching still. I haven't done as many stitches as I would normally do, but I'm still glad that I've been able to pick up a needle and thread. I'm terrible when it comes to being poorly. I get bored. It's so boring. Unless you're like, I need to sleep. And there were times when, yeah, I needed to sleep and I just slept. But other than that, it was boring. I also read a book and a half. Yeah. So, May. Anyway, May. I want a better month. I want to feel better. Sorry, cleared my throat a bit. May. Plans for May. Obviously, we are starting with unicorn. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this. I did 10,346 stitches. Yeah, I told you that. I have completed my 22,000 in 2022 on this project. It's great going, isn't it? I've done 22,000 stitches since the start of the year. So, that's that finished with the full coverage fanatics challenge. I'll see if I can do it on any of my other projects. I'm hoping so. But I am carrying on with this. But anyway, May. Back to May. Unicorn. I really, really want to finish Unicorn. I so badly want to finish Unicorn. I have between 11,000 and 12,000 stitches left to stitch on Unicorn. I'm not at the top of my game, but we'll see. I have a feeling that come the end of the 21 days, if I'm very close to a finish, if I think it's only going to take me a few more days, then unfortunately a little light reading is going to be a little late in getting stitched this month. If I have a completely rubbish month on Unicorn and only get about half of those stitches done, then I will leave it for the next time it comes out in rotation, which would be July. I can't see that happening, fingers crossed and all that. So I've already kind of made up my mind that in order to get Unicorn finished, I will be a bit late getting onto a little light reading. It doesn't matter, it's no big deal. It's my rotation, I can fiddle around as much as I like with it, and I will do. So yeah, a little light reading whatever time at the end of the month, and then in between that, lunchtimes, weekend mornings, it's back to Bizarre Bookshelf from Gecko Rouge. So that's it. I'm not sure about Whipgo. I completely missed one number because it was a new start and I just didn't feel like it, and I didn't feel well, and I haven't been able to stitch in the mornings because it's been taking me so much effort to get going in the mornings. So we'll see. The numbers have been called. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to stitch in the mornings. I might just pull out a project and work on it and get it finished. I think I've kind of reached the point where I've got quite a few small projects started and I want to get them done. And it's just, when there's a lot of choice, I don't know what to stitch. So Whipgo was kind of helping with that, but no, still not helping. I want to get things done. I don't want to keep switching around in the mornings because we're back in the office one day a week now at the moment. That's one morning where I can't do anything in the morning. Also can't do anything at lunchtime. So, we'll see. I'll see what takes my fancy. We've got bank holiday tomorrow. I'll see what takes my fancy on Tuesday, and I'll see how I get on working with that. So small ones, a bit at the moment. Full coverage. It's always full coverage. I love full coverage. I like things that take years. So that's it for me. I will see you at the end of May. Thank you for joining me. Having a visit today and seeing what I've been beavering away at for the last month. I'm hoping May will be better. I mean, it sounds like I did terribly. I haven't. I did get a lot done. Not as much as I wanted because I had a week off for my birthday, but yeah, didn't get anything done that I wanted to. Where was I? Yes, I'll get my husband to sort this out and get this uploaded at some point over the weekend, maybe today. And YouTube's being a bit weird. We upload a video, comments are enabled. You go look at it 2 minutes later, comments disabled. Turn the comments back on, look at it in 5 minutes time, and they're off again. I don't know what's going on with it. It's tedious. So, anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed looking at my project. And yeah, I hope you'll be back at the end of May, beginning of June to see what I've done between now and then. Bye for now.